So I'm Dom. I'm co-founder of Escape City. Just by a show of hands, who's heard of Escape City? Oh wow! Okay, anyone not heard of it? Okay, right. For you guys who haven't heard of it, it's an organisation just like Yes Tribe that helps people inspire them to do things that they to quit their jobs and do something different. It's all about potential. We're all on this earth to do one thing or many things, but there's lots of stuff in us that we can do, and it's about not living your life in the way that your parents want you to live or your society wants to live, but it's one the way that you want to live. So I wanted to do just 5 minutes and 5 reflections on how I said yes 6 years ago to start Escape, and then some of the things that has helped sustain it. And so I think a lot of time people say, right, yes, say yes more, it's great, but then how do you sustain that yes into a project that goes into something else? So like all good stories, it started with a romance and someone saying no. So 2009, I was going out with this girl. I was in my terrible cubicle. I went from school to university to corporate job, hated my job, had this very comfy life in London, living in Wimbledon, going out with this very nice girl, and then she dumped me. I was like, oh shit. Exactly, thank you. I was like, right, I'm not going to cry about this. I'm going to do the one thing that I feel like is quite manly. I'm going to book an adventure. So I booked the scariest adventure that I could go on, which is a canoe race in the Yukon. It was called the Yukon River Quest, and it's the longest canoe race in the world. And I booked something that I just wanted to achieve something that year, even if I could do something different. And even if it wasn't quitting my job because I had no idea what I wanted to do, I was going to do that. I set up a website called Flee the City. I had no idea why I called it Flee the City. Probably because it was in 2009 and it was back of the economic crush. I thought, oh, I want to flee the city. And then one day I was talking to a friend and he was at work and he just sent me this email. So I'm having an awful day, I need to. And instead of Escape, he Google image Escape, and that's the first image you see when you Google image Escape. He just put it in there. And it was like this eureka moment that hit me. I was like, it's not Flee the City, it's Escape the City. And everything just there, just like I ran over to his desk, I was like, Rob, we've got to do it. Well, my idea is not Flee the City, it's not about the Yukon, it's about helping people change their lives, change their careers, and do something different. So we quit our jobs and decided that we were going to set up a community to help people. And then since then, 6 years, we've got 250,000 people in our community. Written a book. It's had this like crazy journey. But I wanted to reflect on. I'd had loads of ideas before that, and went through like 5 reasons what helped me sustain this from the rejection of being dumped to like a yes, and then a project that came off the back of yes. So next slide. Right, so for reflection 1 is, I think we've spent a long time talking about helping people move on and change their lives. And the one thing that really, really helps is accountability. So I had Rob, he was my version of accountability. He'd send me 100 emails a day, saying, right, this is such a great idea. And if it was just my idea, I probably would have just gone back home, told my housemates, and they'd be like, oh yeah, it's a great idea. And then I wouldn't have done anything about it. But Rob was not that guy. He was like, I'm going to do it. So what's your version of accountability? Write a letter to yourself, post it, give it to your mum, say, right, mum, please post this letter. What do you want to achieve in a year's time? Meetups like this are great, but just have some sort of accountability. Reflection number 2 is visualise the ideas. That crappy little key running up the keyboard, running off the key, he was for us our visual aid. So like this really helped us. And then visualising the idea, essentially the most important thing is about sharing it. So if you can visualise it, then you can share it. And then if you are sharing your idea, you get feedback on it. And if a lot of people say, oh, I've got this idea, but I don't really want to talk about it, someone might steal it. Just get it out there, share it. Even if it's a crappy little logo like we had back in 2010 and we just mocked that up in 2 minutes. That was genuinely the one thing that helped us give us momentum, and momentum creates change. Reflection number 3 is find purpose. It's a really weird icon for finding purpose. But it really helps when you have purpose. So saying yes is all good for yourself, and when for me back in 2009, my yes was the Yukon, and that was quite selfish because I just wanted to do this adventure. but then it turned into something else. And the purpose for us was Escape the City, wanting to help people, help them find their potential. And the reason why I've got the sofa on there, it is that it was actually quite a lot of sacrifice, because I had, we didn't know what if there was a business behind it, but we really, really felt passionately about this idea. And I then had to sleep on a sofa for 18 months and live off £10 a day. So, but it really helps when you have purpose. That was what it was. It really helps because you all goes back to you're like, yes, I really care about this project. So if your yes has purpose, it helps. Reflection number 4 is start small steps. Small steps create momentum. Momentum creates change. This was our first step. I just looked on my email today. This was the 3rd email we ever sent out, and it was our whole idea about Escape was just a top 10 email. Monday, we'd send it out the worst bit of the week, and we'd have 10 opportunities. This one only had 5 in it, but just go small, start small, and then that helps you go through. And then the final thing is surround yourself with like-minded people. So you guys don't need to tell you this; you're already doing this, but it's amazing how many people say that the negativities in their head stop them from doing the things they really want them to do. So any negativities out there, any people who are like nagging their parents saying, oh, I don't like that, or you should be doing this, just distance yourself, surround yourself with people like this, and it will help you sustain your yes. Thank you.
Yeah.